Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I wanted to share this with you. It's actually from a couple days ago. I'm a little late getting it up. I took the day off yesterday from my channel. It's very interesting actually. Maybe some of you guys have already seen this article, and there's a video too I'll play after I read this article, but it says it's about Harmony Montgomery case. So the little girl, well, she would be 7 years old now, but she disappeared when she was 5. She's been missing for 2 years. Nobody's seen her for the last 2 years. The system really let her down. And they narrowed down when Harmony was last seen. Because before they would just say, oh, October and November. I mean, that's 2 months. That could be 60 days. I mean, it's kind of a long range there. So they narrowed it down to a few days at least, okay? So timeline narrowed down of when Harmony Montgomery last seen. Investigators say the girl was last seen when her father was evicted from Manchester home. Okay, so as the stepmother of a missing Manchester girl appeared in court Monday, investigators released more information about when the girl disappeared. Kayla Montgomery is charged with 1 count of felony theft by deception and 2 counts of welfare fraud. Prosecutors allege that on November 30th, 2019, she lied about her stepdaughter, Harmony Montgomery, living with her in order to get benefits. The time period in this charge is a time period for which Harmony Montgomery is completely unaccounted for, said Assistant Attorney General Jess O'Neill. This charge begins when Harmony disappears. Investigators released new information about when Harmony, 7, was last seen. They said Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery, and his wife, Kayla Montgomery, were evicted from their Guildford Street home in Manchester on November 27, 2019. Witnesses reported seeing Harmony and their 2 children with them at that time, officials said. By December 6th through the 10th, 2019, Adam and Kayla Montgomery only had their 2 children with them, police said. Investigators said they believe Harmony disappeared sometime between November 28th and December 10th, 2019. So they at least narrowed it down to 12 days that they believe. So somewhere in those 12 days is when they believe that Harmony disappeared. Okay? Between November 28th and December 10th. During that time, the Montgomerys were homeless and living out of cars, possibly in Manchester's North End, investigators said. One of the cars was a silver 2010 Chrysler Sebring, and the other was a dark blue 2006 Audi S4. In court, prosecutors said they believe Kayla Montgomery knows something, and they consider her to be a flight risk. She knows what we are going to find as the investigation continues, O'Neill said. The judge said she didn't hear any facts related to that claim, and said she, Kayla Montgomery, could be released on personal recognizance if she completes a rehabilitation program in Nashua. Manchester Police Chief Alan Ottenberg said the investigation is ongoing. A little discouraged, to be honest with you, but that's not going to stop what we are doing, he said. We met with the detectives again this morning, and nobody is hanging their heads. Nobody's kicking the can down the road. We are committed to what we are doing here and to locate Harmony. Adam Montgomery remains in jail on charges related to allegedly hitting Harmony in the face and for interfering with custody. If anyone has any information related to finding Harmony Montgomery, a dedicated tip line is open 24/7 at 603-203-6060. So, what do you guys think? You think she knows? Kayla, do you think she's aware of where Harmony is? Do you think she's aware of what happened to Harmony? Now, after hearing this, it does make me doubt more that she doesn't know. Let me rephrase that. Okay, so going into this, before this article got released, when I did the last live, we were talking about how many of you guys think Kayla was aware of what happened, and we took a poll. I was leaning more towards that maybe Adam just lied to her. He told her, hey, I'm going to drop Harmony off at her mom's house, and that's all Kayla knew. But I'm starting to reconsider, or starting to doubt that now, because if they were homeless at the time, now they did each, it sounds like there's 2 cars, so maybe one of them had one car, one was in the other car, and maybe they weren't aware of what each other was doing at all times. I don't know. But just that timeline, it seems like maybe she did know. I don't know. I'm just doubting. I'm thinking more that she possibly did know. Maybe they were so down and out, they're homeless, they're addicts, they need their fix, and maybe they did sell her or gave her to somebody for an exchange or something, or maybe they just got rid of her because it would be more expensive to feed an extra head, or to take care of an extra person. I'm sure they were struggling, trying to stay well, because when you're an addict, especially with opiates like heroin, which we know that was, at least at one point, an issue that Adam at least had, because that story where he said he was going to buy some heroin. So from every day, you're just trying to stay well. You're just trying to not be sick. And it's so powerful. Like, the withdrawals are so horrible that you will do anything to just stay well, just to feel normal and not feel so freaking horrible. So it sounded like, he was probably abusing her for a while. I don't know if the whole time, or, we know he definitely was abusing her from some of these stories, but so was it like something where he took it too far and something happened to her? Or did he want to get rid of her because of the expense of having an extra person to take care of? Or was it an accident? Well, I don't want to say accident, but like an abuse that went too far? Because we know he was abusing her. Did it go too far one time and something happened? He didn't know what to do. Maybe, who knows? I'm sure you guys have tried to picture all these scenarios and what could have happened to her. Desperation could have caused them to do something really stupid. I don't know. So whether it be an accident, whether it be he sold her or traded her to get some drugs, or to get some money for some drugs, or he wanted to get rid of her because it was an extra expense, or maybe she was bothering him. Who knows? It could be a mixture of all of that. But did Kayla know about it? So there's still a possibility that she didn't, considering there was 2 cars. So maybe they were in different cars at one point. But for some reason, I'm thinking maybe she did know whatever happened to her. I'm sure we'll probably find out as the time goes on. I feel like this is a case that's going to be solved. I really do. I have faith that they are going to figure out what happened. Maybe not exactly every detail, but they're going to figure out who was responsible for whatever happened to her. I do feel that. Like I said, we'll probably find out, and maybe it might take months, a year. Who knows? We'll let them focus on the investigation and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to play you the news video. All right, so here it is, guys, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you do think she should be out on bail, or if you think it's a really bad idea.
Well, Tom, investigators say they're no closer to finding where Harmony Montgomery may be, but today they've narrowed down their search as to when the 7-year-old went missing. According to new information from New Hampshire's Attorney General, Harmony Montgomery was last seen by witnesses on November 27th of 2019. The same day her father Adam and stepmother Kayla Montgomery were evicted from their home on Guildford Street in Manchester.
We've identified 2 vehicles. They were homeless and living out of a car at that time. We've identified 2 different vehicles that we were living out of.
Investigators say the family was living out of 2 cars in the north end of Manchester in the weeks following. Between December 6th and December 10th of 2019, Adam and Kayla were spotted with their 2 other children, but not with Harmony. Investigators now believe Harmony went missing sometime between November 28th and December 10th of that year.
You getting discouraged at all, Chief?
I'm a little discouraged, to be honest with you, Ray. But that's not going to stop what we're doing.
Earlier Monday, Kayla Montgomery appeared in court where she pleaded not guilty to welfare fraud for collecting food stamps intended for Harmony during the time she was missing. Kayla could be released on personal recognizance bail after completing a rehabilitation program in Nashua. At this point, neither Kayla nor Adam Montgomery have been charged directly with Harmony's disappearance. Kayla's attorney believes that isn't going to change.
Do I think there's something else coming down the road? I don't know. I don't have any basis at this point in time to believe that there's something else coming down the road.
Adam Montgomery is currently behind bars being held without bail for allegedly assaulting Harmony and interfering with her custody. And Manchester police are hopeful that this new timeline will help jog some people's memories and lead to new clues as to when and where Harmony was last seen. Live in Manchester tonight, Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
And there is that dedicated tip line that you can call or text around the clock. That number on your screen, 603-203-6060. Investigators asking for any information that could help find Harmony Montgomery.
Really?